What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild challenge here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Today, the Three-Peat rebuild challenge here in NBA 2K21. Huge shout out to King Saunders for commenting this on a couple of my videos. And he basically said, try to do it in the first video, Three-Peat, and then eventually keep the same exact file and try to do it in another one. So we're definitely going to be doing at least part 1 today. If I can get to part 2 at some point in time, I definitely will. But today, we're going to be doing this one in a fantasy draft style, and this is not an easy challenge. It might sound easy, but again, if I don't win a championship in the first season, there's really no reason for me to continue going forward. So that being said, I'm probably going to make the video no matter what. It'll probably come out just because, again, I do want you guys to see this one. But it's going to be pretty hard. And, again, our first season is definitely going to be our hardest. So we're going to get into this one. Before we do, as always, you guys have been doing super well lately with the subs. 39% of you guys who watch these videos are not subscribed. If you guys are enjoying, don't you see? Maybe stick around a while. Hit that sub button. As always, leave a like down below and comment me some more video ideas. So that being said, without further ado, man, this one's going to be tough. Let's get into it. So again, in a fantasy draft style, I'm going to go ahead and make my first 3 picks. I'm going to go ahead and just select a random team right now, just so you know I'm not really cheating. We end up with the Philadelphia 76ers, so whatever our first pick is, we're going to go ahead and use it. And oh my god, it always ends up being so bad whenever I do these. I don't know how. I always end up with such a bad pick, and I don't know why. I feel like the 2K just does this to me, man. So we got a lot of options here. I think Bam Adebayo is definitely a really viable option for us. Simmons, KP. See, Paul George just regresses, man. This is a 3-year rebuild, so if this was like a one-and-done kind of rebuild, I'd probably do it. If you guys also want to see that, I'd be happy to do it. Maybe like some of like the King of the Fourth Quarter 5-minute challenges, stuff like that. I'd be down to do something like that. Jaylen Brown, I also do like quite a bit. I have to decide which one of these two guys I do kind of want. I'm thinking maybe Bam, just because he's on a really cheap contract for the first season, and I did just get Jaylen Brown in yesterday's video, so I think Bam Adebayo is going to be my draft pick here. Some of you might go ahead and question that. That's fine. I think De'Aaron Fox would be a tremendous second pick, kind of solidify that point guard in that center spot. Not a bad option. I could also maybe go Ben Simmons, who does progress pretty well in this game. But again, De'Aaron Fox on a pretty cheap deal as well, just because year number 1 here is so important. And look, I know that once year number 1 gets by, their extensions are going to hit, everything like that. But year number 1's important because I need to have money, because I need to make a lot of trades, because again, I have to win 3 championships. So De'Aaron Fox is going to be the pick there. We're going to sim to 1 more pick, and then we are pretty much going to call it a day. And of course, this pick is not forever. So we have our center and our point guard. All right, let's figure this one out. It could go Spencer Dinwiddie on a 1-year deal. If I do get Dinwiddie, he could be a nice trade piece for me, low-key. Could also go Lonzo Ball. I don't know how him and De'Aaron Fox would fit together in a backcourt. I feel like that low-key kind of really wouldn't work. So we're going to pick up Dinwiddie. Can either be my starting shooting guard for a year, or it can go ahead and be a nice trade piece for us. That's the pick for now. I'll see you guys with the rest of this team. So we have our team. Obviously, we went ahead and made these 3 picks. The CPU actually did a really good job drafting for us. Bogdanovic, Miles Turner, who, as much as I really do like Miles Turner a lot, I think he's low-key one of, like, not the most valuable players on the Pacers, because like I think there are a couple guys that I'd rank ahead of him, Sabonis, maybe TJ Warren, but he's like low-key kind of been like an asset for them that is always in trade rumors, and I feel like really shouldn't be. I don't know. If I have any Pacers fans in my comment section, you let me know how you feel about that one. But again, he definitely could be a trade piece, and I know I'm saying that after I just said he probably shouldn't be traded from the Pacers. But we got a 3-peat, man. There's no time for development here. So that being said, that's the squad we got for now. We're definitely going to go ahead and make a few trades, and I'll see you guys with that first move. So I have a plan in mind. We're going to be making this trade. Paul Millsap, Rudy Gay, and Ante Zizic going to the Clippers for Al Horford and Lucas Samanic. Al Horford's overall is going to jump up at that power forward spot. I also moved these 2 guys to, other positions, so their overalls jump up a little bit more. Now, if I move Al Horford here and maybe like a David Nwaba, do I get any sort of other trade value here, or any sort of trade that would really make this worth it? Because again, I didn't have to give up any picks there, which is also a big key part of this. So let's see. Chris Middleton could be a very viable option for my starting small forward spot. I think that's a tremendous option. I believe is on a multi-year deal. I also, wow, Oladipo and D. Howard. D. Howard, that sounds really weird. Not bad, but I really do like the option of Chris Middleton. Again, also don't have to give up a first-round pick on a multi-year deal. We will have him throughout this entire video. So I low-key maybe could roll with Dinwiddie for a year and maybe go ahead and move Bogdanovic to the power forward spot, or trade him for a power forward. I don't really love the idea of starting Miles Turner at the power forward spot. And I do think we can maybe get some sort of other big upgrade. So I'm going to roll with Dinwiddie for a year. Him and De'Aaron Fox is going to be our backcourt. I'm now going to go ahead and try to trade for a starting power forward. Again, I do like Miles Turner a lot. I think he's a really underrated player. Obviously, tremendous on the defensive end of the ball. I just think, especially for, 3-peat challenge like this, I definitely got to win at least 3. Not at least 3. You know what I'm saying. I got to win 3, so we're going to go ahead and solidify this power forward spot. So I'm going to try to get Tobias Harris from the Brooklyn Nets here, a guy who can very easily put up 20-plus points per game. And they agreed to that. Simple enough. So I honestly probably maybe could have gotten a little bit more. It might have been a good idea. But our starting five is solidified. This is probably the best overall starting five in the entire league right now, because, again, the league evens out when you do go ahead and do a fantasy draft. So I think we definitely could be in a 10-man rotation with this squad. I don't mind this bench unit right now too much. I obviously like Thibault coming out the bench, especially for, defensive reasons. I think Samonik, whatever his name is, I'm probably going to go ahead and get a backup center, I think. I mean, unless there's any really good free agents here. No, I'm not really looking for Boban. So we're going to go ahead and make another move right now. Probably the final move we're going to make before we kind of do go ahead, kind of risk it for the biscuit. And we're going for a championship here in year number 1, obviously. So Darius Miller, Lucas Samonik, go ahead and get me some sort of center. It does not have to be anybody that good. They're probably playing around 12, 10 minutes a night a game. Anyway, I can get Lou Dort. Wow. Is he on a multi-year deal? Yeah, he is. All right, I'm going to take Lou Dort. Not the trade I was looking for, but the one that fell into my lap. So I think Terrence Ross is now going to go ahead and get me a backup center. I think Lou Dort's a definite upgrade there. Obviously 8 years younger on a much better contract as well. So now we're moving on from Terrence Ross. Maybe get a little bit more of a veteran center with a bigger contract, stuff like that. So LaMarcus Aldridge, honestly, for a year, might not be the worst idea in the world. I could also go Dwight Powell, but I think LaMarcus Aldridge is low-key a pretty good idea for at least one season. Obviously, he's not in the league right now, but this is 2K. So we do have to give up 1 first-round pick. I do not believe we've actually even given up any first-round picks, so I can definitely live with this. LaMarcus Aldridge, welcome to this team. I think we got a really good thing going right now. I might actually look to upgrade the backup power forward spot, low-key, just because, again, I kind of got to go all out, man. Like, we got to win 3 championships here. There's really no room for errors. So Hutchinson, Bembry, and I'll do actually a second-round pick if I can get some sort of other power forward. Again, doesn't have to be anybody tremendous. Maybe just a small upgrade. Not seeing anything tremendous right now. Drew Eubanks actually does go up in overall if you do move him to power forward, so I'm actually going to do that. I think he actually goes up 1 or 2 overalls. We also do acquire a first-round pick, so not bad. So, actually, I could also move Aldridge there. That actually probably makes a little more sense, I'd say. I mean, Aldridge is definitely the better shooter, so I'll probably do that. All right, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and set the rotation. So a really good, really well-balanced team here for us in Philadelphia for season number 1, obviously led by Doc Rivers, who some people have different mixed opinions about him. I think there are times where he's a pretty good head coach, and there's some times where he's not so much a good head coach. But year number 1 here, obviously looking for a championship. We're hopefully going 1-for-1 right here. De'Aaron Fox, Spence Dinwiddie, Chris Middleton, Tobias Harris, and Bam Adebayo. Our bench unit, Lou Dort, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rajon Rondo, Drew Eubanks, and Matisse Thybulle. I think we got a good mix of nice young guys, a couple veterans off the bench. I think this team's in a really good spot right now. If it wasn't a fantasy draft, I'd be a little more nervous, but I think we're in a really good spot. Hopefully going out and getting championship number 1. So we end up as a 2 seed, not the 1 seed I was hoping for, but again, 2 seed, very solid season. Nikola Jokic, your MVP for the New York Knicks. I'm pretty sure every Knicks fan just had a wet dream. He actually looks pretty good in Knicks jersey, I'm not going to lie to you. LaMelo Ball, your Rookie of the Year from Memphis. D. Rose, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Michael Porter Jr., and Tom Thibodeau, Coach of the Year. The Knicks go 16-22, we go 52-30. Looks like the Knicks are pretty good. So, De'Aaron Fox leads in scoring. We actually had 0 20-plus point per game guys, but again, really well-rounded starting 5. Again, everybody in our starting 5 can basically drop 20-plus a game, I would say, in my opinion anyways, but we'll see. We got Indiana here in the first round. Jalen Brunson, Wayne Ellington, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Yusuf Nurkic. Is it just me? Every time I do a fantasy draft rebuild, these 2 motherfuckers always end up on the same team somehow. I don't know why, if it's just like the way things are set up, but okay, I thought we were about to lose. It always happens. Here comes more of a real matchup. D'Lo, Booker, Vassell, Larry Nance Jr., and Clint Capella. Really, really good team there in Orlando. A lot of young talent as well. We win in 6, and now we got a real battle here with New York. Anthony Edwards, Jarrett Allen. Oh, my God. Bam Adebayo, I need you to have the series of your life right now, dude. I need it. Oh, my God, we sweep them. Moving on to the NBA Finals. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I think we can beat this team. I think we're better than them. Let's go position by position. De'Aaron Fox over Malcolm Brogdon. I'm definitely taking Zach LaVine pretty much any single day of the week over Spencer Dinwiddie. I'm definitely taking Chris Middleton over Kevin Knox. John Collins and Tobias Harris, it's iffy. They're not the same type of players. I actually low-key might lean Collins, especially the way he's been in the playoffs. I'm definitely taking Bam over Whiteside. So, can we complete this challenge? Can we start it out? Not complete, but can we go on the right track in this challenge and win a championship year number 1, baby? It goes to 7, and Bam Adebayo, not the greatest. Actually, I mean, it's pretty solid. I mean, it just looks a little weird saying your finals MVP average 13 points, but we got it done, man. We're 1-for-1 in this challenge. I don't know why I just held up 2. I'm looking really dumb right now, but we got it done, man. We're looking good right now, and you'll love to see it. So draft lottery time. Any traded picks that we got in here? No, we do not. The Chicago Bulls followed by the Celtics and the Wizards, and now we're going to probably keep Doc Rivers. He does have pretty good ratings. Sam Cassell does as well. Dave Yeager, I'm going to fire you into the sun. No A trainers. That's unfortunate, especially with a pretty young squad we do have. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Trent Peterson here. Is David Yeager actually an assistant coach for the 76ers? Because, like, that sucks if he is for 76ers fans. I have no idea if he actually is or not, but is what it is. So we do the 30th overall pick. This is not one of those rebuilds where I'm going to be drafting guys in later rounds and trying to develop them. I got to win 3 championships, so I don't really have time for that. And so, obviously, Spencer Dinwiddie's a free agent. I believe he's our only starter who is a free agent, though. Yes, he is. So we're going to go ahead and give him a max offer. I like Spencer Dinwiddie a lot. I just think he definitely could be on the trade block at some point just because teams are going to get better. I think we definitely got to make sure we kind of go ahead and have the best talent possible. So I do like Spencer Dinwiddie a lot. I just think out of everybody in our starting 5, he's probably the one for me that would probably be on the chopping block if I do say so. So we're going to go ahead and probably make a trade or two, probably get a new backup point guard just because Rondo's going to start regressing. Probably look to move on from LaMarcus Aldridge as well. I'm surprised he didn't actually retire, but I'll see you guys with some trades. So a pretty big first trade right here. We're going to pull the trigger on this one. Spencer Dinwiddie, LaMarcus Aldridge a first, and Isaiah Joe heading to the Atlanta Hawks. We get Domantas Sabonis in here, and we get Kemba Walker. So I think Kemba's probably the guy I'm going to go ahead and trade, probably for some sort of some sort of shooting guard. I have no idea what I'm going to do with Chris Middleton because I think I'm probably going to slide Tobias Harris down to the small forward spot and start Sabonis at power forward. So we're going to probably have to decide on that. You know, again, we'll cross that road when we do get there, but we kind of just have Chris Middleton floating around here. I could include him in a trade with Kemba, see if I can get some sort of crazy starting shooting. Are you serious right now? These are the 2 fucking trade offers I have. Okay, I guess we're going to be going ahead and try and do this one manually again. They are both making quite a bit of money, so we'll be back. So here's the deal. Kemba Walker in a first-round pick over to the Orlando Magic for D'Angelo Russell and Dean Wade. We're going to slide D'Lo up to the shooting guard spot, and that's an excellent fit. Now, we low-key just have Chris Middleton chilling here. I could either go ahead and have him run off the bench, which is a very weird move to being given a guy $35 million a year to come off the bench. But I low-key don't really need to make that big of a trade right now. I think this team's in a great spot. So I think we're probably going to move on from Rajon Rondo. I think Matisse Thybulle is definitely expendable now just because, again, we do have Chris Middleton. And don't get me wrong, I definitely will be playing, him a lot of minutes. I'm not going to give him 20 minutes off the bench. But we definitely need to figure out some new backup big men. I think that's something we definitely do need to worry about right now. I think could do a sign and trade with Rudy Gay maybe. If I'm going to do a sign and trade, though, it's probably going to be with somebody who's maybe a little bit... Actually, no. I'll go to Rudy Gay because he's probably, if he goes to small forward, his overall probably skyrockets. Not skyrockets, but it definitely does go up. So, goes up to an 81 overall. I think Rudy Gay is definitely going to get me some sort of new backup big man, whether it's a power forward center. We will, again, figure it out. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm actually surprised I was able to get D'Lo for Kemba, though. That's kind of crazy. Marcus Morris Sr. and Raj... Okay, this is actually a good deal. I like that deal a lot. Welcome to the team, Marcus Morris Sr. Going to be my new backup power forward. I think Dean Wade and Jake Layman are just both going to get me first-round picks. Maybe reload on those, and I'll see you guys with a bigger trade. So not a trade I'd ever do in a million years in real life, but we need a backup point guard, and Peyton Pritchard's basically the best one we were getting offered. So this team's sick. We added, a bunch of nice guys to this team that, kind of really fit this system well, and I think Chris Middleton coming off the bench is definitely going to help that bench unit. So we got another 10-man rotation moving forward. I'm going to probably give Middleton around 25, 26 minutes a game. See you guys at the start of year number 2. So a few less minutes to our starting lineup this year, but again, we just moved one of our starters to our bench, who is an 85 overall. So it kind of comes with the territory, but again, I think this team's in a great spot right now. De'Aaron Fox, D'Angelo Russell, Tobias Harris, Domantas Sabonis, Bam Adebayo, our bench unit, Chris Middleton, Lou Dort, Drew Eubanks, Marcus Morris Sr., and Peyton Pritchard. I'm actually going to do a quick swap here. I think I'd rather go ahead and get a couple more minutes to Morris. I think that makes a little more sense, scoring aspect and stuff like that. So I like this team a lot. I think, if we won a championship with what we had last year, we only made upgrades. I think we're in a really good position right now. Hopefully going back-to-back and soon to be a three-peat. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. Steph Curry, MVP here at the end of year number 2. Wow, crazy numbers from him. We are finally a 1 seed here in the East. It's good to see. Evan Mobley, Malcolm Brogdon, our old friend. Oh, no, we didn't have him. I don't know why I thought we had him. Jonathan Isaac, Anthony Edwards, and Doc Rivers. We go 57 and 25. So not 60-plus wins, but again, number 1 seed in the East. I'm never going to complain about that. So numbers real quick on the year. Feel free to pause at any point in time and take a look. Rebounds went to Sabonis, and assists was De'Aaron Fox. So we got Cleveland here in the first round. MVP Steph Curry. Marcus Smart would be a great counterpartner for him. Pretty solid 8 seed right there. Honestly, not too bad. We do go on to sweep them. I'm absolutely taking that. I believe we faced the Orlando Magic last year. I'm not 100% sure on that. We obviously ended up beating them. Wow, we went to 7. Okay. This team's good. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that next team is maybe more like a 3 or a 4 seed, but I still think we should beat them, hopefully. Bro, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, there's no way. Like, what is that Knicks lineup? Like, there's no way the Knicks are ruining this for me, right? Like, are you like Dario fucking Saric is their 5th best player? Are we serious right now? So there's some days, bro, that I fucking hate this game, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm pretty sure they just blew a 3-0 lead too. Seriously, like I'm not just gonna end the video because I mean we got like the, I don't know, bro. It's just, it's annoying. It really is annoying. Okay, is what it is. We're gonna head into the next season on this off season. We're gonna go ahead and sim right here. Spurs end up with the #1 overall pick. Like I can't believe that team beat us. Doc, you're getting sent to the sun. Silas, Silas, whatever the fuck your name is. Sean Navarro has that A rating. Cool. Okay, can't sign my trainer. Can I sign Sean Navarro now? Yes, I can. Cool, we'll get a CFO. All right, let's head up to the NBA draft right now. See if we have a later first-round pick. If we do, no, actually, we have the 30th overall pick in the second round. I'll see who they sign. See who they draft for me. Has 66 overall to Willard Ross from Connecticut. It's a roster spot. Might as well go ahead. So all three of you are coming back. I guess maybe we'll have to work on the bench a little bit. I thought the bench was actually low-key really solid, but I guess not. So do we not have any free agents? Wow. We actually set ourselves up really well in that department. I might try to make a major move right now. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'll see you guys if I find a trade. So in the long run, this is probably a bad trade. We are going to go ahead and do it. You're probably looking at me saying, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I think getting a backup center off the bench is a pretty good idea, and Chris Middleton's going to start regressing. I also like a little bit of money that we're going to go ahead and save. So yeah, we're pulling the trigger on the deal. We got to shake some things up one way or the other, and I think this was a really good move and a really good way to do it. So I'm probably going to move Lou Dort to the small forward spot. I mean, we play positionless basketball basically these days. He's only 6'3", but again, not that big of a deal. So I think we definitely could maybe go on to look for a different backup power forward. I think we definitely could be in the market for that. Maybe even a different backup point guard as well. Do we have any money here? We could go after somebody else in free agency, but honestly not seeing anybody. So I think maybe a sign and trade with Patrick Beverley would be a pretty good idea. Welcome to the team, hopefully. And cool, we get that one done. So I'm not going to keep Patrick Beverley. I'd like to definitely improve my backup power forward and my backup point guard, though. So Patrick Beverley, Peyton Pritchard, and a first-round pick. Let's see if we get any sort of offers for either a power forward or point guard. Doesn't really matter what it is. Could go maybe Kendrick Dunn. TJ McConnell's low-key a really good idea. Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is exactly what I'm looking for. So Dennis Schroeder, welcome to the squad. And now I think Marcus Morris is probably going to get upgraded as well. Just because, again, he's starting to regress, so I don't really feel like it's probably smart to keep him. I like to keep my bench somewhat young. I mean, I don't mind veterans off the bench. But if I can go ahead and maybe get an upgrade here, I'm definitely going to do it. So him and 2 first-round picks. It really sucks we did not win 3 today, man. I'm kind of disappointed about it, but kind of how things go with 2K these days with me. So power forward, I don't really like Daniel Tice, really. Actually, I'm going to take Markelle Fultz, and then I'm going to trade him. Or I could low-key keep Fultz and maybe trade Schroeder. All right, yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's keep Fultz. I do get Fultz a decent amount now, but I actually really never end up keeping him. So we're going to keep Markelle Fultz here. We're going to do a first and a second round pick. I need a power forward. Again, it doesn't have to be anybody crazy good. I just need somebody here. Come on, 2K. Oh, brother. All right, Otto Porter, welcome to the squad. We're going to go a 10-man rotation once again. We do have Cameron Payne sitting here. I don't really think we need to make any other moves, so I'm probably just going to get a first-round pick for him, and I'll see you guys at the start of year number 3. So overall, I think this is our best team yet. Between our young starters progressing and kind of bolstering our bench depth, I think we're in a really good spot right now to hopefully win our second straight award. You know, I'm sure some of you guys are going to be like, hey, dude, why didn't you just re-record it and do that again? But I just feel like doing it this way is almost better. Like, this is my first time recording this video. I haven't recorded it before. I don't know, man. If I went and recorded it and got 3 done with it in a different way, I just think I kind of like it this way a little bit better. Just so, because if I went and re-recorded it, and not that I would mention that it's a re-recording, it'd be kind of feel a little weird for me, just because then you guys kind of know what you're getting. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right for me. It's not me being lazy. I kind of like it this way a little bit better. So it's a 3P challenge. Unfortunately, we're not able to complete it. If we were only going to win 2, I kind of wish we did it in the 3rd year instead of, you know, doing it in the 2nd year. But I'm still fine with the way this one turned out. So again, I do apologize if you guys wanted to see this a different way, but this is how it's going to be for now. De'Aaron Fox, D'Angelo Russell, Tobias Harris, Namantas Sabonis, and Bam Adebayo. Bench unit, Markelle Fultz, Onyeka Okongwu, Lou Dort, Malik Monk, and Otto Porter. This team's fucking sick. I will see you guys at the end of the 3rd and final year. We went 61-21. I don't know if that's our best record yet. I think we won 60 games in the first season. I think we were 60-22. I'm not 100% on that. Jokic, 2nd straight MVP. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Victor Oladipo, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Cade Cunningham, and Steven Silas, whatever the fuck his name is, Coach of the Year, at 61-21. So some numbers real quick. Feel free to pause at any point in time. Take a look at those if you do want. 2 rebounds, 1 bonus, and assist was De'Aaron Fox. So the lowest we've been is a 2 seed. Honestly, I will take it. This is a pretty good squad and a really nice young team over there in Charlotte. I just hope we win 2 championships, man. I need to get it done. Murray Clarkson, Jimmy Butler, Chris Middleton, and Bobby Portis. Wow, we gave them Middleton, and unfortunately they gave us a little bit of their depth, and we do get the best of them. So here's the final team we're facing in the Eastern Conference this year. Ingram and Tatum, as I mentioned, always end up on the same team somehow. We win in 5, and now we got a rematch. We got a rematch here with the Portland Trailblazers, who Still a pretty good team. I just think we're a lot better. And did we sweep everybody? No, we lost one game in the playoffs, man. That's kind of crazy. I still don't know how we didn't win a championship last year. It low-key kind of pisses me off, but we ended up with a really solid squad. I'm really happy with the outcome of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, you can leave a like down below. It definitely helps out me a ton. I really do appreciate it. As always, if you guys are new around here, want to subscribe to the channel, also helps me out a ton. So I had a ton of fun doing this challenge. Thank you guys all for your suggestions. I really do appreciate them, and I will be getting to most of them, if not all of them. And as always, if you guys have something new, feel free to comment it down below. So that pretty much wraps up this one. As always, thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.